ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we have a lot of PlayStation 5 news this week, so let's start with that. Shuhei Yoshida, the former CEO, president, chairman of Sony PlayStation, he was the big guy in charge there for a very long time. And he was recently interviewed about, his time at PlayStation, the upcoming PlayStation 5 and stuff like that. And he revealed in this interview that the PlayStation 5 is going to be the easiest video game console of all time to develop games for it. So, for those that don't know, the PS3, that was a very hard system to develop games for. Like, a lot of companies over the years have mentioned that the PS3 was like the hardest to make games for the system because it was so complicated and different than anything else. The Xbox 360, on the other hand, was much easier. That's why you saw a lot of games on the Xbox 360 early on, because it was much easier for people to make games for it. It was way more complicated for the PS3. So after that failure, Sony decided, hey, let's make it easy again, like the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, for developers to make games for us. So the PS4 came out, and that was very easy. It's a return back to like the PlayStation 2 for Sony. And as you can see, the result is there are a ton of PS4 games out there compared to the PS3. So many people, all sorts of indie games, all on the PS4 because it's so easy to make games for. And according to Shuhei Yoshida, the PS5 now is going to be even easier to make games for. So I'm sure people are very happy about that. And I can't wait to see what the PS5 looks like now, because if the PS5 is going to be better than the PS4, like easier to make games for it, that means like literally every single game you're ever going to want is going to be coming out for the PS5. Like, oh, that's going to be awesome, so can't wait for that. Next, Sony teased a potential reveal of the PlayStation 5, so we might be getting a first look of the PlayStation 5, like what it actually looks like, in just 3 more days. In 3 days, it's going to be the 6th of January. And what happens on the 6th of January is the CES. It's the Consumer Electronics Show, is what I believe it's called. Wait, CES, I think it stands for either entertainment or electronics, I forget. Either way, Sony goes there like every year to show off their biggest and like best new products. Kind of like, how Apple has their own press conference where they show off, their upcoming MacBooks and iPhones and stuff like that. Sony has CES, where a lot of other companies go and show off their new technology. So in 3 days, Sony's going to be showing off some stuff there. And on the Sony PS5 website, they put down a countdown teaser, and the date is for CES, so 6th of January, so just 3 more days. Now, a lot of people are saying Sony is not going to show the PS5 there. They've never shown previous consoles at CES. They always, unveil them to the world in another location, under another venue or something. CES is usually for their other electronics, like their TVs and stuff like that. But hey, it looks like everything is pointing to them revealing the PS5 in 3 days, so I really hope this rumor, this tease, turns out to be true. And I can't wait to see what the PS5 looks like. I think it's going to look awesome. I have a feeling Sony's going to knock it out of the park with the design. Hopefully it looks better than the Xbox, which is just a tower, basically. It's like a pillar. So hopefully it looks cool. I think the PS4 looked cool, so if they can make something that looks unique and different for the PS5 like that, I'm going to be happy, so can't wait for that. And yet another PS5 related leak came out this week. The specs, the the specifications for the internal hardware for the PlayStation 5 apparently leaked. So this is from an insider on like a GitHub page or whatever. A developer that was working on the PS5, he leaked some of the specs for the PlayStation 5. And then a lot of people went through all the data trying to figure out what it meant, and basically there's all the details. You can look it up for yourself on like Google if you want to. It's all there. There's a lot of like really technical terms and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it seems, according to this leak, that the PlayStation 5 is going to be just slightly less powerful than the new Xbox. So a lot of PlayStation fans this past week have been a little bit upset about that. This is just a leak. It is not proven to be, true yet. Sony has not revealed anything. This is just a leak from a potential insider. But yeah, some people are a little bit disappointed that it's not on the same level as the new Xbox Series X, which is coming out next year. And that it might be, less powerful. People wanted something more powerful, or at least on the same level. So yeah, not really sure if this stuff is correct or not. It's just a rumor right now. Sony has not commented on this at all, and they probably would never comment on something like this before an official reveal. So hopefully we get news about this very, very soon. But I'm excited for the PlayStation 5, so hopefully the specs are good. That's all I'm asking. At least, close to the Xbox Series X. Anything more or less is okay in my opinion, as long as it's, decently powerful and the games are good. The developer for the Untitled Goose game, which was a huge hit this year. Most of you probably have heard of Untitled Goose Game. It came out, and like every single Twitch streamer, every single YouTuber, everybody that plays video games has talked about this game, has played this game. It's everywhere. It became a meme almost. I played it here on the channel. I did 2 or 3 videos. I should probably do some more. But Untitled Goose Game was an indie game that came out where you could play as a goose, and you could just do crazy stuff in this game. And I think that's why a lot of people like this game. So the developer came out and said this past week that the game sold over 1 million copies. Now, you might think 1 million copies, that's nothing compared to like Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA 5, but you have to remember, Untitled Goose Game was an indie game. It's an indie game developed by a super small group of like people. I think one guy was like the lead programmer designer, had someone else like working on the art, music, there was like another guy. So just a very small team of people working on Untitled Goose Game. They did not expect a lot of people to buy the game. So when the game sold like 100,000 copies, they were very surprised. And now in just 3 months, the game passed 1 million downloads. Like 1 million people bought the game. So they are very happy. And now they're going to be working on more projects. They said that all the money they made from this game paid off like everything they ever needed. And they're going to be continuing, creating games for the future and stuff like that. So they are very happy. So that makes me happy. It's very tough to make video games, especially if you're a small studio, if you're just one person. Not everyone is a huge video game company like EA or something like that. So it's difficult for little guys, smaller studios and stuff to get noticed and have people buy their game. But this is one of the games this year that really stood out from the rest of the indie games and made a huge deal in the game world. And just I wish them the best. It's just amazing to see games like this become so popular. Next, the director of the God of War game that came out, in the last, like a year ago? Or it's 2 years now, I guess, but God of War, the last God of War game that came out on the PlayStation 4, the one that received a ton of Game of the Year awards and stuff like that. The director for that God of War game, Cory Barlog, he mentioned something interesting this past week. He made a statement talking to Nintendo, basically. Nintendo, no confirmation if they got his message yet, but this is what he had to say. He said he would like a new Golden Sun game. He has a lot of great memories playing the Golden Sun games on Nintendo systems, and he really would like Nintendo to please release a new game in the series. He's waiting, and they have his full support for the new game apparently. So, wow, that's kind of crazy. Like to have another video game developer love another company's games so much that he's basically vouching that he will buy the game and that he's like putting his support behind it. So that's crazy. And then all of these Nintendo fans that are big fans of the Golden Sun series came out this week and started showing their support for the series. So hopefully Nintendo saw this and they consider making a new Golden Sun game. The last Golden Sun game was for the Nintendo DS in like 2009. I don't remember exactly, but it's been a very, very long time since we got a new Golden Sun game. So the first two on the Game Boy Advance were like huge hits. Like they're considered to be some of the best RPGs on the Game Boy Advance. Then the DS version came out. That one sold okay. It's not the best compared to the previous ones, but after that, the series kind of died. Like no more games came out. People got really disappointed, the fans especially. So it's nice to see a big, director of God of War come out and say, "Hey Nintendo, can you please make one of these games again?" So hopefully they actually listen to him. Next, we got some news about Metroid Prime. So Metroid Prime 4 was announced a very, 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 very long time ago. It's been so long now. It's supposed to be coming out on the Nintendo Switch at some point in the future. So a rumor came out this week that the game is taking so long that they are actually considering outsourcing the work, so more people can help on the development of the game. So what this means is, Metroid Prime 4 is usually developed in-house, or Nintendo, licenses Metroid to one of their third-party studios to develop the game. And it seems like they're outsourcing it now. I don't know, it's kind of like unclear, this rumor that came out, but it seems like Nintendo is looking for more people to help out with the development of this game because it's taking such a long time. So that's a little bit sad. Hopefully we hear something about Metroid Prime in the future. Yeah, it's been having like a pretty bad development history ever since it was announced. Like it was canceled apparently, and then it was greenlit again under a new development studio. Nintendo has been very, very quiet about the Metroid Prime 4 development, but the fans are waiting, so I think they realize that they need to pick up pace and start trying to finish this game before the Switch generation is over. Next, we got some rumors about upcoming games for the Nintendo Switch and systems, like bundles from GameStop. So GameStop had an internal database leak. This happens all the time, but basically it shows that GameStop has a list in their internal database of upcoming Nintendo Switch units, and these are either new games or bundles with new games. So a Nintendo Switch with the game, or a special limited edition Nintendo Switch. And whenever this happens, it usually means that Nintendo is going to have a big announcement or a Nintendo Direct soon, because so far nothing has really been announced for this year. So it seems like we might be getting a Nintendo Direct by Nintendo very, very soon if these GameStop leaks are correct. So can't wait for that. Next, we have a really big piece of news this week. Final Fantasy VII Remake has been leaked. The demo and almost the entire game has been leaked now. This is crazy. This is a developing story right now. But for those that don't know, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a remake of the classic PlayStation 1 RPG Final Fantasy VII, considered to be by many people one of the best, greatest video games ever made. It's definitely one of my favorites, so I'm really happy about this remake. And this past week, a demo leaked on the PlayStation Network, and hackers managed to download this demo, play the demo, hack into the files of the demo, get to see more features about the demo, and get this, in the last day or so, they actually managed to get data about the full version of the game inside the demo files. So the people at Square Enix, the developers for this game, are very, very, very angry about this. And I'm sure Sony is as well, because apparently the people that got this information got it through Sony's servers. They were compromised in some way. But there might even be a lawsuit, who knows? Square Enix might decide to sue Sony for failing to protect their game, their data. But this is insane. Tetsuya Nomura, who's the director behind this demo, he's probably very disappointed because now not only is the demo out there, like it's leaked, you can find video of it on YouTube. So we're going to be getting a demo very, very soon, possibly. But people played through the entire demo. They leaked files that are secret inside this demo, and they revealed stuff about the full game, which is not even out yet. And there are spoilers out there, so watch out if you're looking forward to this game. This is one of the biggest game leaks of the year, basically, and the year just started, so wow, that's kind of a crazy way to start 2020. This has not really ever happened before for a game that's like 2 or 3 months out to be leaked completely, almost just from a demo, because the demo had like these files from the full game inside the demo, like hidden in the demo. There were files about the full game, like locations, names, characters, story stuff. So these people just got all of these files and posted them online, like this and this is gonna happen in this game, and there's this and this. So not only did they get the demo when they weren't supposed to get it, but they got almost the full game in like files and stuff from this demo. So it's a very, very serious situation. Maybe this means we're gonna get the demo coming out very soon for everybody, because as of right now, only these hackers have the demo and all this data. And Final Fantasy fans are very disappointed because, you don't want spoilers this early. The game is not even coming out for a bit now, so we have to wait for the full version. And there's all of these leaks outside, like, on the internet already, so that's insane. But, yeah, that's basically all the news for this week. So thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite piece of news was. And if you want to help support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/ASMRGaming. And with as little as $1 a month, you can be included in monthly shout-out videos and get to join the Discord, a special server, and stuff like that. So, yeah, thank you to everyone that joins, and I'll be back very, very soon with a new ASMR gaming video. So thanks again for watching, and so long, and farewell.